Hello everyone, my name's Cliff and welcome back to my channel. This is Cliff's Dark Gems. And if you're new here, welcome for the first time. And tonight, going to do a very brief reading update. Basically what I'm reading so far. And then I'm going to do the halfway to Halloween tag. So stay tuned. Okay everyone, so before we get to the tag, I just want to quickly talk about what I'm reading right now. And if you watched my last video, you can see that I'm only planning on reading 6 or 7 books this month. But most of them are chonkers. And one of them that was particularly big, Lonesome Dove by Larry McCurdy. I'm pushing halfway and I'm freaking loving it, people. You know, the font's very dense. It's taken me a little while. And one thing I love is character work, like really good character work. You get into them and you care about the characters. And in this case it's a character work, it's a setting. You are there with these characters and it took a little while. The first 20-40 pages I was thinking, am I going to enjoy this book? Because it just seemed, I was strolling a little bit. And I kept reading and I kept reading and I got to know the characters. Man, this book is good, people. Not sure where it's going to rate in terms of masterpiece or where it's going to rate, but I'm loving it. And this is out of my comfort zone. I'm a horror reader, but I'm really enjoying this book. It's beautiful. So yeah, Lonesome Dove. Yeah. You know, I'll talk to you about when I finish the book. I'll give you a little bit more information. But I cannot see myself not loving this book. And I'm about halfway. Okay everyone, let's get to the tag. And this is a halfway to Halloween tag. And this was original tag created by happyhauntslibrary as Lauren. And I was tagged by her as well as Millennial Book Junkie. Both awesome channels. Check them out. And yeah, I made a video about Halloween in South Africa, which covers a little bit of these prompts, I think. And goes into quite a lot of detail about what it's like to be a South African during Halloween. And yeah, just watch the video. I think it's a fun one. And I'm going to put that at the end of the video. And let's get to the prompts. Prompt number 1. What's your favorite? Are you a fan of haunted houses? Absolutely. We've got a lot of haunted places in South Africa. There's a lot of haunted houses, ghost ships, kind of sea creatures, monsters, folklore in South Africa. But I'm going to talk, I like haunted houses. But I like more of the kind of, you know, when you go to an amusement park and you take a ride in a haunted house, the things jump out at you, that kind of thing. I'm a fan of that. And I used to go to amusement parks quite a lot when I was a kid. You know, we had one in our city, in our home city. And I've also travelled a lot. I've been to Disney World. I was in Disney World. I think there's a scary thing. Remind me if I'm wrong. And there's some other places when I lived in England that I went to. It was a lot of fun. You know, that kind of scare factor. So yeah, I do like haunted houses. Prompt number 2. What is your favourite ghost story or haunted lore? Now in South Africa we got lots of ghost stories, as I mentioned. And I'm going to link a video at the end where I talk about one of my favourites, to do with a ghost ship, so you need to check it out. But I'm going to talk tonight about the Uniondale Hitchhiker. It's a creepy little story, and it's one of South Africa's famous. Now Uniondale is a little dorpie, which is a town, in an area in the Karoo. It's the Klein Karoo. It's sort of a kind of a, it's not a desert area. It's kind of a soft desert, or whatever you want to call it. So it receives a bit more rainfall. But yeah, it's a pretty little town. I love the area, that whole Klein Karoo. And it's in the Western Cape. Yeah, and it's about a couple. And they're both engaged to be married. They're driving to meet the parents, to plan the wedding. And about, I think it's 20-30 kilometers outside of Uniondale, on a windy, kind of lonely road. Attorney, they have an accident. Wind pushes him off the road, and the guy is seriously injured, and his fiancée, her name is Marie Roux, and she is killed instantly. And now where this ghost story comes in is that later on there are sightings, and there are numerous accounts of people stopping to pick up a hitchhiker on that same stretch of road. And by all accounts, the hitchhiker looks exactly like Marie Roux from her photographs. All this. So there's a lot of there's a lot of sightings of this. There's a lot of experience of this, which makes her quite famous. And yeah, apparently they pick her up. Maybe it's misty. Like I say, it's windy night, kind of spooky. And they pick her up and she gets in the back seat and they ask her directions. She gives the directions and they turn around and start driving, and then she's gone. She disappears. And sometimes there's opening and closing of doors, which have been witnessed by police, with no one in the back seat. And there's cold, intense cold, and there's kind of high laughter, scary laughter. So yeah, it's kind of a spooky story. But yeah, they say that because she was in the back seat asleep when it happened, she's woken up. She doesn't realize she's dead, and she's trying to find her way home. She's trying to find her parents. Maybe she's trying to find her loved one, her fiance. So that is the Uniondale hitchhiker. Whoa, scary story. Okay, prompt number 3. Do you plan on Halloween decor hunting this year? If so, what items do you hope to find? Yeah, not much. Not where we live. On the coast, it's kind of remote. Actually, kind of really remote. But yeah, we every year we regurgitate what we do have. Maybe we'll find something different if we go to the cities, because they tend to have a bit more there. Be afraid. Be very afraid. And it'll all be like behind me. And then, got my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law, my wife's laughing. My mother-in-law. She hasn't got a broomstick though, but hey. Okay, so we just make do with what we got. It's kind of fun. And that's my answer to that one. Prompt number 4. Candy corn. Love it or hate it? No, never had it. And actually had to look online for what it is. I'm going to put a picture up there. Yeah, it looks like just sugar, really. To be honest, it's not my kind of stuff. Maybe it's appetizing for some people. You know, I occasionally eat chocolate. Not very much. I like my nuts, chocolate, chocky nuts. But that just looks like, yeah. You know, when I was a kid, I liked candy corn. What's not candy corn? What's it? Not candy cone, not candy corn. Candy floss, yeah. Yeah, sorry, candy floss, which I'll put up above, which was kind of a treat for me as a kid when we used to go to our kind of amusement park. I used to love that. Just pure sugar, but not anymore. Candy corn just looks like it's going to stuff up your mouth and make you swell. Too much sugar. So yeah, that's my answer to that. Prompt number 5. Are you big into costumes and dressing up for Halloween? If so, what's your favourite costume of all time? Now, as I said in the movie that I'm going to put in there, I'm going to put the image. But yeah, I used to love dressing up as a teacher. This is now about 30 years ago. Hell, I don't know. No, 20 years ago. I can't remember. But in Cape Town, at our school, it was a little private school, we used to have a Halloween, kind of every year we used to have a Halloween party and a dress-up competition. Guess who used to go overboard? Every single freaking year. Even though I tried to stop myself. Guess who won best dressed every single year? No matter what I did, I could not help myself, people. I love dressing up, and I love doing it. The kids loved it. They couldn't get enough of it. And I used to win every year. And that's pathetic because I'm a teacher. I should be letting kids win for a change. We all got a kid inside, right? And my kid came out when it came to dressing up for Halloween. And probably the best was It from Stephen King, Pennywise. I'll put it up there. But please bear in mind that this is at the end of a long hot day, right? Where my makeup is fading, the smile, get away. Okay, so my makeup is fading, it's dripping, I'm sweating, been around entertaining kids the whole day. So I'm looking kind of like an exhausted Pennywise, which I was. So maybe you should have taken a picture right at the beginning when my professional student makeup artist took a picture. That would have been better. But anyway, I also had a number of other costumes I really liked. I dressed as an undead World War I soldier. Bullet through the top. It was brilliant. But yeah, I loved it. It was a lot of fun. And we don't dress up anymore. I don't dress up anymore. Don't see the need to. But it was fun while it lasted at that school. Just had a lot of fun. Some teachers dressed up as like witches. You know what they wore? Not even this. They wore a witch's hat, people. Shame. Shame on Halloween. Don't wear a witch's hat. Go all out. That's what I say. Prompt number 6. What is one activity or experience that is on your spooky season bucket list this year? Sorry, we don't have any. I think our spooky season bucket list is empty. We like to make these videos. On Halloween we'll watch a scary movie, right baby? Yeah?
Nice.
Watch a scary movie. She might make me a couple of Halloween snacks. That's my bucket list. Is to get through the year. Okay, I can answer prompt number 7. What book, series or movie screams Halloween to you? Okay, I've got 2 books that scream Halloween to me. One I vow to read every Halloween. That's A Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury. And then another Ray Bradbury book, Something Wicked This Way Comes. If you haven't read that, you're missing a treat. The Dark Carnival. But even The Halloween Tree, which a lot of people say is, oh, it's YA, it's actually beautiful. Beautifully written and just evokes that kind of spooky season vibes. I like it. Anyway, right? And the movie, definitely Nightmare Before Christmas. That's what it's called, right? Nightmare Before Christmas. Tim Burton. I love Tim Burton. I love his visual style. Also like The Corpse Bride. It's a lot of fun. But Nightmare Before Christmas is just gorgeous. Gorgeous music. Confusing Christmas with Halloween. Just my kind of thing. I really enjoy it. Okay, then we're going to get straight to number 8. How do you typically spend your Halloween night? People, it's kind of boring. If you really want us to tell me, and we'll play some Halloween music and we'll do a whole Halloween vlog. But there's not really a lot going on here on the coast. You know, maybe we can get the neighbours and get their kids and do a trick or treat or something. But we don't really do a lot on Halloween. She'll make some snacks. Maybe she'll make a nice drink. Film that. And I'll have more going on here. We'll have a Halloween special. That's my answer to that one. Prompt number 9. What does Halloween mean to you? Right. I love horror. I love spooky stuff. I love scary stuff. I love reading horror and sharing it with all of you. If you look at my backdrop, that kind of stuff means a lot to me. Maybe Halloween doesn't mean as much to me as it does to other folk. But in terms of the spooky season, that spirit lives on in my channel all year round. That's the only answer I can give to that one. Halloween all year round. The spooky ghosts, creepy stuff, right? So yeah, I can't really say anything else. It means a lot to me in the sense that it celebrates something that is dark, supernatural, ghosts, where the world is like kind of thinner. You know, where the real world and the unknown world is paper thin at that time of the year. So I appreciate that. I love that. So, yeah. Okay, Number 10, tag some spooky friends. I will try. I'll have a look and see. But I'll put that down below. But now this is going to be important, people, because I'm going to add 3 videos at the end of this. And I've already told you 2 of them. There's one to do with a ghost ship. There's one to do with Halloween in South Africa. But there's another one that I watched recently. I really want to make follow-ups on this. It's got nothing to do with Halloween. It's to do with South Africa. And I made a video that was about the biomes, nature in South Africa. And I promised that I would do a follow-up series, and I never have. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, it wasn't very well received. So I kind of thought, maybe I should stick to books. But I'm not using that excuse anymore. It's something I want to do. I want to do it. So I'm going to do it. But another thing is that during that video, and I'm putting it up there, I don't want to warn you, I want to tell you that there's an error. There's false information. And that's to do with the map. Okay? We were very tired. And towards the beginning of the video I talked about Southwest Africa. Southwestern Cape in South Africa. And my wife put a video of Africa, with South Africa and then some random thing somewhere. And we both didn't check because we were both tired. And that stays in the video. So I almost think I need to just kind of get rid of the video. But I'm telling you, because if you check this video and go and watch that, that's the only mistake, I think. And let me know if I should do more African videos. Because what I would like to do is I would like to do a series where I talk about my experience with the African bushveld. It's a trainee guide, as a guide, as just the different parts that I really enjoy, some of the wildlife, give you some footage, some videos that I've made, some footage that I've made, and I'd love to know if that's something that you would enjoy seeing. As simple as that. So I'm going to put it out there, but just beware of that. I told you there's false information. It's just a map. We were tired, people, but everything else is okay. I want you to tell me if you would like me to do some more videos about South Africa. And I kind of said in that video at the end that I was, and I didn't, and I'm sorry. But let me know now, because it's something that I feel like I want to do. And even if it has lower views, who cares? I want to do it. So yeah, let me know. Okay everyone, that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, let me know down below what you think about. Would you like to learn about more South African wildlife? Let me know. And yeah, let me know about how you're going to be celebrating Halloween maybe one day. And let me know if you've read this book, Lonesome Dove, which I'm enjoying, I'm loving. And as always, take care of yourselves. Thinking about all of you guys. Keep those pages turning. And cheers.